Hello there everybody, and welcome back to Harvest Moon Save the Homeland. It is the 27th day of spring, and it also happens to be a Saturday. And as I have mentioned in previous videos, I've been waiting for a Saturday to come along because hopefully we're going to be able to see the next part of Lewis's event path. And that will bring us one step closer to actually finishing that up. Because it's not a very long event path, the only problem is that some of the trigger times are a little bit sensitive. So we're going to be meeting him at the lake after 6 o'clock tonight. Until then, I'll just continue on with my daily chores and just kind of let you guys in on what has been going on. I've only played for a couple of days since I last recorded, so there hasn't really been anything new. All of the crops have been doing well. I am thinking of also putting in a third plot of something, whether it be more corn or tomatoes or maybe breadfruit. But I'm not too sure yet. I also went ahead and I bought another corn seed to fill in that empty spot where my corn had been washed away. All of the animals have been doing well. It hasn't rained all week from what I can remember, so the animals have been outside enjoying the sunshine and eating the worms out of the ground, and everything has been going well. I'm thinking of maybe getting another chicken, although I'm not sure if I want to do that or if I want to get a cow instead. I'm sure that I could handle having another chicken and another cow, especially considering the fact that the chicken wouldn't cost me anything, but I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not too sure what it is that I want to do first. I think to pass the time today, we'll go and see about doing a little bit of work for Bob. Because a fan had actually pointed out something to me that I think would be rather funny to try. He should be open on a Saturday. And I should also give him a gift because I am still trying to work on his friendship so that I can possibly get a horse. Although I may not be able to do that until the next playthrough if I don't have his friendship up high enough. So let's do some part-time work for Bob. And we already know how this works. I'm not going to do a super thorough job today or anything like that. I'll do a little bit, just enough to pass the time and to get the milk out of the cow and whatnot. But somebody had left a comment saying that you can take fodder from Bob's shed. So you could either take it instead of feeding the animals and leave. You'll get your pay docked, but he's not going to call the Harvest Moon police on you or anything like that, or it's not going to affect your friendship with him. And I thought that was kind of a neat trick. If you didn't want to cut grass, you can just come and steal the fodder from Bob's and he's really none the wiser. Now, while this is kind of a neat trick, I don't think it's incredibly effective because I don't think that he has that much fodder available for you to grab, whereas your farm is full of grass that you can use to turn into fodder. And another good tip that they had was to take the fodder out of the bin and put it into your bag before you go to give it all out, and then that way you don't have to keep coming back to the bin, which is a really good idea. It will really save a little bit of time. So let's just keep picking up fodder until it ends, assuming that it ends, of course. It does end eventually, it looks like, and there's only a few pieces of fodder. There's enough to feed all of the animals and a couple of extra pieces. So if you do choose to feed the animals, you'll probably only be left with 1 or 2 pieces of fodder that you didn't use. And if you don't choose to feed the animals and you choose to take the fodder, I think you're only going to end up with about 10 pieces. So anyways, I thought that was just kind of interesting. Thank you to the person who left that comment. I thought it would be something fun to try. I don't remember your name, which I apologize for. Now we're gonna talk to Bob and get our money. We totally robbed the guy blind. He gave us $220, which is a pretty decent amount of money, considering that I stole from him. Plus, I also get to keep the milk, which is an added profit on top of it, so score for us. I'll do a little bit of foraging here and then we'll make our way towards the lake. By now, because we've used up a little bit of time doing that part-time work, we should be getting close to 6 o'clock. The sun is starting to set. I'll give a couple of gifts out to these ladies here, because I am generous. And Dia likes blueberries. Here you go. You are welcome. Like I said, I like to give gifts out to pretty much everybody, just because it's the nice thing to do. Although, when we do restart our playthrough, all of the friendship levels are going to reset. So when you finish an event path and you go into New Game Plus, everybody's friendship levels will be back at 0 and you have to refriend everybody in the valley. So that's why it's kind of a good thing to focus on certain friendships. It's good to focus on the friendships of the people that you're going to be doing the event paths for. Otherwise, you may see it as a wasted profit because you probably won't be getting much out of the people that you're just giving gifts to for the sake of being nice. And here's Lewis. At the lake, just like I thought he would be. Hello, Nick. Would you like to feed them with me? The other day, I saw a very pretty bluebird around here. I wonder what kind of bird that was. A bluebird? I haven't heard about those in ages. There used to be a lot of them here. They were so beautiful that they ended up being poached by some really heartless folks who just wanted to make money from them. And now they're said to have become extinct. Maybe I saw something else then. Alright, so that's interesting. A few words about the elusive bluebird. Because apparently it is extinct, but perhaps it's not. Maybe Lewis did see it, and there's not just something wrong with his eyes. So hopefully Lewis knows what he's talking about, and we can find out a little bit more about that in the upcoming future. It's getting dark, and I think I've pretty much done everything that I want to do today, aside from a little bit of foraging. So it's time to turn in and to retire and to start a new day. We've only got a couple more days left in spring, and it will be summer before we know it. Which is going to be kind of a nice change. We're going to be able to see some new foraged items, and hopefully the scenery is going to change a little bit as well. Before I go, I should quickly check the weather. And make sure that my animals don't need to go inside. Although it looks like there's a 50% chance of rain. So perhaps I should, just to be safe. So I don't know how long I'm going to play for before I update you guys again. I'm gonna have to look up what date other parts of certain event paths trigger for sure. And aside from triggering events, I'll just be sure to update you guys if I buy a new animal, or we get that horse from Bob, or if anything else comes up that's really, really important. So hopefully summer will bring us some nice new changes, and I'll have some more stuff to talk to you guys about soon. Thank you for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.